Okay. What's popping off YouTube? It's your boy Jordan JR, man. As you can see, bro, I said fuck the waves, man. Like, I'ma just get my curls back. I didn't really like how I was brushing all the time, man. I kept losing my do-rags, like, all the time. I kept giving my do-rags to people, and people fucking lose them bitches. So, like, I never had a do-rag. Like, I always would sleep without a do-rag, and it would fuck my waves up, so then I had to wake up and brush again. So I was like, nah, bro, like, fuck all that shit. And plus, it's winter time, and niggas, my head be getting cold as fuck. So I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep putting like beanies. I be putting beanies on my head, like, but there's no point because it be covering up the waves. You can't see the waves. So I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna just grow my hair out. I'm not gonna grow it out to where it was big like before, but I'm gonna just grow it out to like this, maybe a little bit bigger, to where it's curly as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's not nappy no more, because when my hair was longer, it was super nappy. But anyways, man, I'm gonna be talking about how I really got this scar. I don't know if y'all could see it, bro, but this is how I really got my scar, man. I told y'all in the other video that I got a scar because I got into a car accident. That was false. I just told my mom that so she wouldn't be as scared. But the real reason why I got this scar is because I got into a fight. And before y'all watching this video, before y'all niggas watch this video, I did not lose, bro. I did not lose the fight, bro. I did not lose, alright? But basically what happened was, man, I'm going to just tell you, this is my first ever story time. Somebody recommended this story time to me, and I felt like this is a good video I should make. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably gonna have this little scar for the rest of my life. So I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy, but still, I mean, maybe it'll go away. It's still healing, I think. But anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas how I got it. So basically, I was on my way to a party. I was on my way to an Addy, and we was with like hella people. I was with my friend. I'm not gonna tell people's names, but I was with this one girl, I was with this other girl, I was with this other girl, I was with 3 guys. Like, we was deep as fuck in a car, bro. We was like driving a sedan, like a regular sedan, but the car was hella small and shit, so we was packed as a bitch. And the windows weren't tinted, so people, you know what I'm saying, could see we was packed. If a cop pulled up on us, and the nigga would definitely pull us over. We was dummy packed, basically. We hit this Addy, we was hitting this Addy, we was teeing up. It was nice, but it was cold as fuck, like, outside the party and shit. I'll throw some clips in the video. I'll throw some clips and all that. Hey, bitch, you can't do that shit without nobody. I came home and had the cause I took some clips of the video and shit. But it was cold as fuck. We was outside and shit, and we went and we was like, nah, like, this shit is cold. It was lit. It was lit as fuck. But then niggas really started getting lit. Like, niggas started jumping up and down and shit. And normally people don't jump up and down when it's like an outside party, but niggas was teeing up outside. Like, I was like, oh shit, come on, let's stay a little bit, let's see how this shit go. Niggas was teeing up, and eventually it just died out. So then we just was like, all right, let's go somewhere else, let's go home, let's go to the View. We live in Las Vegas, so there's like views and shit where you can look at the strip and all that. But I was like, this girl just hit me up, and there's another Addy, and it's like I don't know, it was like 15 minutes away, and then one of the girls said she had me on gas. So I was like, bet. We put up to this Addy. We was getting lit. We was drinking all that shit. The party was, you know, turning up, and it was just like the first party. At first it wasn't as cool, but once more people started coming and started getting more lit and more lit, and then the party died down. So the party was going for like a cool 6 hours. Like, by the time this shit happened, it was like 3 in the morning. We was on our way home and shit. And so basically what happened was, the drunk girl that I was with, this bitch was drunk as fuck, bro. I'm talking about, like, man, she wasn't like falling over and shit, but she was, you could just tell she was drunk. The way her attitude, the way her vibe, like, she was just off. And like, I'm cool with you being drunker on me, like, if you know how to control yourself, but this bitch did not know how to control herself. She was really like annoying, basically. Like, she was really annoying. She started tripping on people for no reason. and just got in people's faces for no reason. Niggas wasn't even saying nothing to her, and she just wanted a problem. Like, you know them drunk girls or drunk people that just be like drunk as fuck and just be getting mad and just start a problem with everyone? That was her basically. So we was leaving the Addy and shit, and one of the homies came up to me, and I knew him from the Addy, from the Addies we hit. And he's cool, me and him, we cool and shit. And he hit me up on some like, hey, y'all trying to go to my house and we can smoke? I'm like, shit, bet. And we was all getting back in the car. He was like, yeah, let's go to his house and we can go hit this kickback. Or it was a kickback and basically smoking shit. So that's what we was doing. And then what happened was his friends, they pulled up on beside us. They was talking to us. We rolled down the window. We was in the car. We was all in the car. They was talking to us. And then the drunk bitch decided to get out, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? She wanted to get out and talk to them, get closer to them, even though we was right there. Even though literally there was like 3 feet away from us. Like, we was parked side to side. So she was like, let's get out. And she started talking to the guys in the back. Started talking hella like shit. Was like saying, I don't know what she was saying, to be honest, but she was starting a problem. Like, and the guys was like, she was trying to fight him basically. She was trying to fight, and then she was drunk and she started smacking on the guy. And basically the guy was like, bro, what is you doing? And started smacking her back. The people that was in their car was my homies, and the people that was in my car was obviously my homies too. But besides the girls aren't really, besides every girl I fucked with besides that one drunk girl. Everyone in that car I fucked with besides that drunk girl. Basically everyone in the car I fucked with. And then she started like tripping on the nigga. And then the homies I was with started tripping on the other dudes because she was fighting him. Like, and then the dude was like, all right, bro, I'm not feeling like this drunk girl bitch like me and shit. So he started fighting back. But the nigga who was fighting back was my homie. The nigga that was in my car started fighting on the dude that was my homie that was in the other car. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, y'all fighting over a bitch? Like, I mean, I guess she's smacking you, but like, pull her back. Don't fight. You know what I'm saying? So they started fighting, and then the other homies came out. And they started jumping on the nigga, bro. I'm like, fuck. They started jumping, started fighting and shit. And I'm just chilling in the car like, fuck. I started like, they started fighting and shit. So I started seeing that the girls was crying, that the girls in my car was crying. So I was trying to comfort them and everything. And then like, they was still fighting for like a cool 5 minutes. So I got out the car and I was like, bro, y'all need to stop fighting. So I tried to hold the nigga back and shit. And then the dude was like, hey, bro, don't get into this. So I'm like, what? What? Don't get into what, nigga? What you talking about? So I was like, what up then? What you talking about? I'm finna get into the fuck I want to get in, nigga. I'm trying to break this shit up. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to talk that smack, what up then? So I squared up with the dude, like, what up? And then his friend seen that I was squaring up with him, bro. So he literally came from behind me, bro. I don't even know who the fuck hit me, bro. And like, I mean, I would be like, bro, whoever hit me, whoever's watching this video, I need to find out who hit me, bro. Whoever hit me, I need to I need to kill their ass. I need they fade. I need something, bro. I need something from them, because they not finna slide and hit me. But now I'm just like, bro, it's whatever, bro. Like, I'm not even tripping. Like, the scar on my face low-key looks hard, bro. Like, they'll be talking to me like, damn, you got a scar on your face. You look hella sexy. I'm like, yeah, you already know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really tripping over it. And plus, it was like 2 weeks ago. So I'm just like, bro, it's whatever now. But the dude came from behind me, hit me with a fucking bottle, bro. A liquor bottle. Hit me with a bottle, bro. And I'm just like, he hit me in my head, bro. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then so I started punching off the dude who I was squaring up with, because the nigga hit me in my head, but got my blood flowing. So I was like, bet. So I started talking. I basically ate that motherfucker too. Somebody said he hit me with a bottle. I don't know if he hit me with his hand. It don't even matter, bro. The nigga blindsided me, bro. And like, that's the most bitch thing you could do, bro. Like, I don't care if y'all niggas all started jumping on me. Like, I would respect you more if I was fighting all 3 of y'all niggas instead of you coming from behind me and hit me with something, or hit me with your fist. Like, blindside me, I didn't even know. So the dude he hit me because I started squaring up with his friend or whatever. And then his other friend that was next to him, I started talking off on him too. And he basically, they all fell. And then the dude who fell, his back was like this, and I was from behind him. I just started swinging on this nigga like, what up, nigga? I wasn't really swinging on the nigga like that, so I just started swinging on this nigga from behind. And my homie was like, one of the homies basically pulled me. I was like, bro, what is you doing, bro? Stop fighting this nigga, because the friend that was in his car basically seen that I was punching on his friend, so he was like trying to Cause I was beating this, I was punching, cause I was so mad. The nigga, I knew I got hit by something. I didn't even know, cause my face started bleeding, bro, and I didn't even know like I got hit until I felt the blood on my eyes. But I was like I was already punching on that nigga, bro. And I was like, bro, what did you? He basically hold me like this, hugged me, bro, and pushed me and sat me down in my car in the back seat, bro. And I basically slammed on the trunk of the car because I was so pissed. I was screaming like, bro, what the fuck? This nigga just blindsided me, bro. Let go of me, nigga. I'm finna beat this nigga up, bro. My kids, nigga. I don't got no kids, but I was so mad, bro. So then the dude was like, bro, chill, bro, chill, bro, just relax, sit in the car, nigga. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck, nigga? So I was sitting in the car, bro, and then they still started fighting. Eventually, they just, I don't even remember. I guess they drove off or something. And the drunk bitch was all crying and shit. She was in the car like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, shut your bitch ass up. So then we ain't got no gas. So I turned on the fucking car, and the car barely turned on. Like, we ain't had no gas because we was sitting there for a cool ass hour, bro. And I was on E. And the car that I was driving was low key like an older car, so the gas was like fucked up and shit. So we was driving, and then the drunk bitch started screaming, started like, bro, I don't know what the fuck they was doing. They trying to fight, blah, blah, blah. And we was bad at the drunk bitch because the drunk bitch was like tripping. Like, we was like, bro, what is your, like, she started basically everything, bro. She started everything. And then, so the drunk bitch was like saying, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 this and that. So I'm like, fuck, bro. So then we was like, bro, I gotta go get some gas. So then, we was gonna drive to the gas station, and the car ran out of gas. Like, the car shut off and everything. And we turned off the car, we pulled over, and we was like, fuck. The gas station was like a mile away. And we was like, fuck, bro, we had some gas. We was like, fuck, we need some gas, man. Like, the car, we was like, mind you, my head was split fucking open. Like, niggas had a fucking, my head was just wide fucking open. So I'm just like, bro, I gotta get to the fucking hospital, bro. Like, what is you on? So the drunk bitch got out the car, and she sat on the trunk of the car, and then the homie was like, bro, just turn on the car, see if it'll turn on again. So I turned on the car, right? We turned on the car, and the car turned on. So then we was like, hey, we was like to the drunk bitch, hey, get in the car, the car's on, come on, let's go, we gotta go to the gas station, we gotta hurry up before the car turns off again. So then she was like, no, I'm not getting in the car, I'm so mad, I'm like tripping. And she was tripping, we was like, fuck, what is you doing, get in the car. So then we was like, bro, fuck it, let's just leave her, bro. So we left her again, and her friend was like, nah, go back and get her. I was like, damn, bro, fuck it. So I turned the car around, and I went back to go get her and shit. And then she was not getting in the car, bro. And she started walking around the corner. It was like, we pulled up to her. We was like, get in the car. And then all of a sudden, boom, lights just came on, bro. 12 just pulled up right behind us, bro. It was like, fuck. Niggas had no gas. My head was split fucking open. The car, it was like 3 in the fucking morning. We had hella bottles in the car. Niggas just got out of a fight, bro. Like, we was like, bro, we're going to jail, bro. We're going to jail. And I was drunk as shit, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Niggas wasn't drunk, but I was a little tipsy driving and shit, bro. But I wasn't dummy drunk. I was chilling. Like, I could drive. Like, I was straight. You feel me? And then the cop came up to us, man, started talking to the drunk bitch, and the cop already knew she was drunk just by the way she was talking. And the homie came out to went and go talk to her because she was crying and shit. And the cop was like, took her to jail and everything. And then her friend, her cousin, was a dude was in the car. This nigga was passed the fuck out drunk, bro. This nigga was slumped up in my back seat, bro. And it was like, fuck. So the cop came to my window. He's like, turn off the car. Give me your keys. And I was like, all right, sir. So I turned off the car, handed him his keys. And then he asked for everybody ID. He didn't ask for my ID, even though I was driving. He was like, everybody give me your ID. Or he asked for everybody's name. And then the girl who was sitting next to the nigga who was knocked out was like, yes, officer, he's asleep. And then the officer was like, oh, okay. So he went back to his car, was talking to the drunk bitch, and another cop car pulled up in front of us, and another cop car pulled up, and another cop car pulled up. Them niggas was 4D, bro, and then they was like, they came up to the car on the right side, on the passenger side, was like to my friend. So basically what happened, I'm gonna need you to get out the car, and I want you to talk to me in private. So they was just gonna explain to them what happened. So he got out the car, explained to them what happened, and then the cop came and asked for my ID. I gave him my license, I gave him my registrations, I gave him everything. I was talking to him. He wasn't asking me why, like how I got this this cut on my head. Not really cut, but this gash on my head. He was talking to me and shit, and he was like, he came up to me, asked for my ID. He was like, oh, you got a big, huge fucking gash on him. Like, no fucking shit, my nigga. Like, what are you, like, duh. What you talking? Just got hit in the fucking head with a bottle. Like, what you want? So he was like, you want me to call the ambulance? I was like, yeah, call them motherfuckers. Niggas is out here dying and shit. Like, my head was hurting and all that. I was like, call them motherfuckers. So he's like, all right. He called them bitches. Them niggas came. And he was like, all right, I could take you to the hospital. What the fuck kind of nigga do I look like paying $1,500 for a fucking trip to the hospital? The hospital was like 5 miles away. I'm not finna pay you $1,200. I told the dude, like, I'm not finna pay you no $1,200. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, I understand, but you need to go to the hospital. So I was like, all right, bet. So they put a bandage on it, and they cleaned it up and put a bandage on me. And I sat back in my car. And then the cop came up to the car, and he was like, all right, obviously he's drunk. I mean, he hasn't woke up yet. They was there for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes talking and getting evidence or whatever the case would be. And he was like, all right, sir. He tried to wake him up, sliding a flashlight in his eyes, and he wasn't waking up and shit. So then the cop was like, he drug him out, and since the ambulance was already there, they put him in the ambulance, and he was smiling and shit. Like, he was like drunk as hell, like... drunk as hell, and the cop was like, all right, you ain't gonna be smiling when you gotta pay this hospital bill. And I was like, fuck, bro, this nigga was drunk as hell, bro. And I got out the car, and the cop was like, all right, so what happened, sir? And I was being so respectful to the cop. I was like, all right, so this is what happened. I got blindsided. I don't know who hit me. It was fighting. The girl just, you know, wanted to start a fight. Like, we was just trying to go home, like, and they started fighting, and we was trying to defend the girl, blah, blah, blah. We was just saying some shit, like, but we wasn't snitching on nobody. Don't get it twisted. We was never that. We wasn't snitching on nobody, and then, so the cop was like, all right, and mind you, I'm drunk as shit. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying, but I'm drunk, but I'm talking to the nigga all sober and shit. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I'm drunk, I'm just acting cool. Like, when I need to be acting cool, I'm cool. Like, when I'm high or something, I could be hella goofy and shit, but when I need to be serious, I could be like, all right, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, like, hella serious and shit. So I was acting hella serious, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't scared, but I knew we was gonna get fucked up, because I knew he was gonna go to jail or something, because after they took the guy out the car, the bottle fell out of the car, bro. The bottle was like this fucking big, bro, literally this big. It was halfway full. The bottle fell out the car, bro. He was like, fuck, we're going to jail, bro. We're going to jail, bro, 100%. So the cop put the bottle on top of the roof, and then I was like, fuck, bro. And so then, basically, the cop was telling everybody, since everybody, I was 18 at the time, and I was with niggas that was like 17, 16. The youngest person was 16, everybody else was like 17. And then they was telling them since it was 17, it was 3 in the morning. I was straight because I didn't have a curfew because I'm an adult, basically, according to the United States. But they had a curfew since they're juvenile, so they basically had to get a ride home from their parents. So everybody had to call their parents, and one of the girls was crying because she was gonna get in trouble. Everybody else was cool because their friend was gonna pick them up or whatever the case may be. And the cop came up to me. He basically put the bottle back in the fucking car, bro. He put the bottle back in the car, bro. The bottle was this big, halfway full, open container, everything. Put the bottle back in the car, and he said, go. Just go to the hospital. I was like, what the fuck? Bet. So I went to the gas station. Everybody else got in the car, out the car. Everybody got out the car. I went to the gas station. I filled up, put like 50 bucks in the fucking car, bro. Filled up the tank. I went to the hospital. I was in the hospital for like a good 3 hours just sitting waiting. I was slumped, nigga. It was like 3 in the morning, bro. And I was just in the hospital waiting for my name to be called like this. I was so fucking tired, bro. I was just sitting there like, damn, when my name finna be called up? So then they finally kept my name up. They gave me some Advil. They put an ice pack on my head. They cleaned everything. They put some stitches on my head. They numbed my shit. When they numbed it, they basically stick a needle inside like the part that like is open. Basically, they stick a needle and they squirt juice in your fucking head, and it basically numbs it. And they wiped it off, make sure they cleaned it, and then they put the stitches on my head. And I'm like, fuck, I'm finna have a scar. I'm thinking this shit finna be like hella big and shit, but I got cool. It was just a straight line. You can barely see it, to be honest. And I was like bad, so I drove home. It was like hella early. I fucking passed out, and I woke up. I had to go to church and shit. I put a beanie on. I fucking covered up the scar. I was like, damn. I told my mom everything what happened, and I got lucky as shit, bro. Thank the Lord that I'm still here, because if I could literally be locked up still, bro. I'm just so grateful that I'm here. But yeah, man, that's how I got my fucking scar. Everybody keep asking me how I got my scar. If y'all want to know how I got my scar, I'm just link you to the video. Everybody want to know how my scar got fucked, like how I got a scar on my head. So I'm gonna just tell y'all niggas through this video. So hopefully y'all do enjoy. Hopefully y'all do think I'm lucky, because I am lucky as fuck, to be honest. Niggas is dummy lucky, bro. I ain't even gonna stunt, bro. I ain't even gonna stunt. But it was always just the grace of God. God's got a plan for me. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I can look back into it and just tell this story. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure everybody know. I be telling bitches at school that I fought a lion. Everybody be believing me. I was like, yeah, I just fought a lion. They be like, oh, really? You fought a lion? You're so fucking, oh my, you're so brave. But yeah, man, I'm gonna try to get a poster so it could be like a better background or a green screen or something, because my backgrounds be the wall, it just hella boring and shit, like the wall color and everything. So I'm gonna get a background so y'all niggas don't have to be bored with the fucking wall and shit. But as I progress, the more videos I make, the better I get at this YouTube, the more I can talk, the more personality my shows. You know, I'm still getting comfortable with it. But anyways, man, hopefully y'all do like this video. Hopefully y'all do know that I didn't get beat up. So I mean, everybody be like, bro, you got beat up. I'm just playing. Nobody said that, but you get the point. But anyways, man, it's been your boy Jordan Jar. Hopefully y'all do like this haircut. I'm finna just let it grow a little bit longer. Whatever. Let me know what y'all think. Should I grow it out? Whatever. It don't even matter, to be honest, cause I look cute no matter what. Oh God, I'm just playing. But it's been your boy Jordan Jar, and I'm out. Peace.